please.
Kedon, how good did it feel to just be back out there with your offense after not getting to play last week?
Yeah, it's good. It's always good to be back. Felt good just being at practice every day. Was trying to practice a little bit last week, just didn't work out. So be able to practice, feel good, and get to be able to play the game feels awesome.
How much was there an itch last week? We saw you dress last week, but like, how much was there an itch to like, I just want to get back in the game?
Yeah, it's frustrating. Again, late last week, I kind of knew I wasn't able to, but again, it's one of those things you want to play, you give your team a good chance to win, and again, you want to be part of it. So it's always frustrating to be on the sideline, but you gotta know what's best for the team, what's best for yourself.
Did you know all week that you were starting?
This week?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, once it got cleared, I think technically, I'm not sure he has coached today, but I think I knew after the game that I would be good enough to go this week.
How would you assess the offense after 4 games?
Very multiple. I feel really good that we can do a lot of different things depending on the strengths of defense we play, in our matchup. I think we're really efficient too. A lot of these games do have a lot of drives. We're scoring a high percentage of those drives, so I think that's important. It's supposed to I think it also can help your defense too when you don't keep on the field for some of these hurry up offenses, especially ones I've been part of. You get on the field for you have 12, 14 drives, and defense at the end of the game, that's a lot of plays for them. So again, I think being efficient with those plays and doing well with them can help us.
Were they taking away a deep ball today?
yeah, they were. A lot of different coverages. You try to dial up some shots, and you just have to be a good decision maker, check it down, and that's why you see Dizzy. Check it out Dizzy a few times, or Kanate. They get explosive plays from check down, so they can still get explosives. But they were playing deep, trying to stop those deep shots.
Is that something that comes with maturity? Do you think you would have made those same decisions as a freshman, or is it something that, having played this game a little bit longer at this level, hey, don't force it deep downfield, take the check down and let my athletes do their thing?
Yeah, I've made that mistake before as a freshman. And it's really a credit to Coach Dick, teaching where the check downs are. I think earlier this week, I kind of missed the check down, and was holding the ball too long, and that was something I learned from this week. Knowing exactly where check downs are, knowing the timing, when to get off something, when to give up on the route, when to hold on, maybe give them a chance. Again, it all comes with the reps of the game, and I think you saw it today.
How much of that though is a challenge to with your pride? I mean, you have a big arm. We've seen that in your past at USC. How much is that sometimes you have to put yourself in check in the moment to be like, hey, I don't need to show this right now, and other times you're like, I do want to show this. I do think we can make this play.
Yeah, I think every time you throw, you kind of want to show it, or you want to let it rip. Again, with the deep balls, if there's someone sitting back there playing center field, you still can't you can't make that throw. And there's been times I was younger where I probably tried to, hey, I can make this throw, and it's like, no, you really can't. The guy's sitting there waiting for it. That's the only thing he's playing. So again, it just comes to being disciplined and maturing and figuring things out as the game and years go on.
Yeah, Pat mentioned that kind of what the defense gives you is how you guys approach calling the plays. I mean, with Izzy keep getting these big 100-yard games and they maybe kind of focus on him, are you guys capable of just slinging it the whole game?
Yeah, I think we've shown that at times. I think you see the first half of the Tennessee game. We completed the ball a lot, we threw the ball a lot, at least in the first half. And again, I think this offense is very multiple. I think we do whatever the defense kind of gives us. I think this game we looked at the matchup and how they played, and knowing they're going to drop a lot, and knowing that we like our guys up front, that we could kind of give Izzy the rock. And again, he's a great player and he's a great back. You saw that today. He had 4 touchdowns or something. That's testament to him and the O-line. So again, I feel like we can do anything that the defense really dictates.
Do you expect those opportunities? Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
Can you elaborate on his explosion and what he gives you at that position?
I think it's really important. Once you get through that second level, to get that second level speed, you get to the end zone. It makes it so much easier on the linemen, on the offense. When you can get, that's a second game now where he's had, maybe third, I don't know. Where he's had like an 80-yard run for a touchdown. That as an offense, I've been with a lot of guys who can get 20, and then you have to reset the chains. And it's explosive, it's good, but when you can get that second level speed, be that explosive, it's really special. You look at like Rodney in the first game, he takes a check down, 60 yards. That's really special. So we got a really special room, and it makes it really easy on the rest of the team when they take those explosives and make some touchdowns.
What's his demeanor in the locker room, or in the huddle? Is his demeanor in the huddle?
In the huddle? Izzy's? Oh, he's calm. I think all those guys, we kind of have a rule, like once you get in there, you can communicate a little bit, call the personnel, but kind of just keep it quiet and, so you can hear the play. He's really calm. He's always, locked in. And as a quarterback, that's kind of what you want from your guys.
You talk about how how this offense is balanced, do you expect more opportunities to open up in the passing game when you see, 3 weeks in a row with Izzy having this heavy workload and rushing? Do you expect, as ACC play comes, for them to really load the box and maybe open things up downfield for you guys a little bit more?
Yeah, maybe. Again, all those runs, we have those shots. You saw it later. Again, they're dropping everyone, so that's why we checked it down. So, again, I feel like this offense, whatever we see on film, we're going to attack. Could give us opportunity. It could give us, maybe teams still don't respect it. We'll do that. I think, regardless of who we play, I think coaching is really important to establish the run, because it opens the pass up and everything. But again, we'll see what the defense gives us, and we'll attack it.
Is there a sense of anxiousness though? That, you guys, you didn't play last game. You didn't play the second half against Tennessee. You obviously want to show like, hey, we can put really good passing tape on for everyone. Is there a sense of that going into ACC play, like, hey, we still got to do this, or is there quiet confidence sitting there from what you guys know you can do?
Yeah, I think as a competitor, as a player, you always want to let it go and let it rip, but you have to do what's best for the team to win. I think the guys know that. Obviously the receivers want to catch every ball and have 100 yards and score every touchdown. Obviously I think everyone feels that way. I'm sure when we pass the ball, the running backs feel that way. Again, it's a team sport. We got to do what's best to win, and I know we'll get those opportunities in the future.
Keaton, your offensive line did their part in keeping you upright. No sacks today. I know there's been a lot of rotation on that line, particularly on that right side. How impressed are you with how those new pieces are able to kind of step in and mold together as one unit?
They've done awesome. Seeing a guy like Cradle step up and play really well. Seeing the guy on the right side, mix and match and put some young guys in like Branson. And even for a guy like Gabe to get back and get some reps in today, he was fired up. He was playing really well too. So it's awesome. It makes you feel really good. You have a lot of depth in the position. I've been the other way too, where you don't have a lot of depth. You're kind of crossing your fingers that no one goes down. Obviously, you don't want anyone to go down, but we have a lot of depth and you feel pretty comfortable with it.
Is there a difference between having Jake and Owen in center?
Yeah, a little bit. Jake naturally is that guard more times than not. So I think that it's not his most natural position. He's still learning, but he's done a great job. It really hasn't felt any different. I think in practice, there's just making sure that he's on the same page, and we even stuff as simple as the cadence. That's something he probably has to think about as much as the guard. So he's done a great job, and he's done a great job adjusting.
How much easier?
That's the last one.
How much easier was it for you today to come on the field after not playing for the last 6 quarters? Already being up 7-0 after MJ's punt return.
Yeah, it was pretty great. We're running on getting ready to go on the field and having the defense or special teams score for you makes your job a lot easier. So again, I think the offense was pretty excited about that. Obviously, you want to get out and score yourself, but that's what the next few drives were for. So it was great.
Keith, thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Keith.